Hey girls, it's Wednesday. Happy birthday, Nikki. I hope it's awesome and that you have a great time. And I hope that you get a lot of presents, even though it's Christmas almost. I'm exhausted. This week we are sharing 10 people we would love to meet dead or alive. And right now I only have up to 5 written down because I kind of had a hard time thinking about the other ones. So the first 5 are true. Number one is Jack White, but um, I would love to meet him, but I will never let myself meet him because in my mind, any scenario that doesn't involve me like marrying him and having his children doesn't sound like a scenario that I would be happy with. Yeah, so I'm never gonna meet Jack White. Number 2 is Beth Ditto. I would love to meet her. I actually met her like for half a second when I saw her play like 4 years ago. I was 21. It was my first show that I could drink, and so I just went and I got trashed. And we danced, me and my friend Stinson. We danced like crazy to the gossip, and it was the most amazing night of my life. And I met her, and I was like, oh. Like, this is, I think, when no one really knew who she was. So I probably was like the biggest retard there, being like, I love you. But people are like, oh, that band. Number 3 is somebody from maybe like 5, anywhere from 5 to 10 generations back. I don't have a lot of connection with like my biological family because I was adopted by a white family in America. And so my family in Mexico, there's like this really big kind of distance between us even though we communicate but there's still just a really huge difference. I don't know. So if I could meet someone I think from back in the day that like where my blood came from, it would just be really cool. It would help me like maybe understand more where I'm from. Probably could just go to Mexico and that would probably have the same effect. Number 4. Somebody who can appreciate me without having to use a label like FA, who gets me because a lot of people don't. And then, I don't know. I don't want to meet them in a bar. So maybe just like someone that gives me a lot of hope that there is someone out there who's amazing. Number 5 would be I want to meet, I don't ever want to have kids, but I would love to meet like a daughter if they're not born yet. That's like me. So I can see what my daughter would look like, but I don't have to actually push her out of my vagina. I don't know. See, if I met number 1, Jack White, then we would have children. So then that would put my daughter at number 2. But if number 2 didn't happen, number 1 didn't happen, if number 1 didn't happen, then number 2 would take the place of number 1. Or just number 2 would come true and number 1 wouldn't. Number 6. Number 6 is I want to meet Brad Pitt when he's in New Orleans on a bicycle. If Brad Pitt could be my number 4, then I wouldn't need number 1, but then number 2 would come back into place. I'm going to have to put all you guys as number 7 because I would love to meet so many of you. Geely, Meghan, AV Sow, Puck, Lightning Gear. I'm just putting that out there. If anyone knows who that is. I hope you don't. Number 8 would be, I don't know if you saw the video that I did, my last video about my passport being stolen, but if I could meet the a-hole that stole my passport just so I could punch them in the nuts. I hate poetry. I hate poetry. I hate it. I hate it so much. Hate it. I hate it. I hate poetry. Can I say that? I hate poetry. I hate it. I can't even move on with the rest of what I'm saying because I hate poetry so much. But there's one poem that I love by Pablo Neruda. Number 10, I am going to say, would be Moses. Because I used to be obsessed with Moses' like story of like, how the heck did he see a burning bush? And how did he part a sea? But then if I said Moses, then that would mean that I didn't want to meet Jesus. And I think like I would totally love to meet Jesus. I want to hear exactly how he said things. I want to hear what he thought was actually funny and what wasn't funny. And I want to see if he had BO.